Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
It's the first day of the year and the very first month of the year, and our very first edition of the program Standard and You. On behalf of the management, staff, and our amiable Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Aboluma, we wish you all, our esteemed viewers, a happy and prosperous new year. You stood by us in 2017 and we achieved so much. We are counting on your continued support this year as we look forward to achieving more and more successes in our fight against fake and substandard products. Welcome to the world of standard and quality, where we offer you information on product safety and quality. The program is Standard and You. Welcome on board and fasten your seatbelt as we journey through 2018 to safety and standard. Stay tuned. I'll be back shortly.
If you see something unwholesome, come to SON. Go to any of our state offices and make your complaints, and it will be well addressed. When you have an issue, you call our toll-free line. One of them is very easy to memorize: 080-022-55766 and 070-5699-0099. We have customer care people that are there to receive your call 24 hours a day. So your problem will be adequately addressed to you.
If you're just joining us, you're watching Standard and You. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo. 2017 was characterized by lots of events, programs, and initiatives, all aimed at empowering the Nigerian consumer and other stakeholders, especially local manufacturers, on product safety and quality. The Standards Organization of Nigeria, more than ever, demonstrated commitment towards the protection of the average consumer from fake and substandard goods and supported small businesses through its various programs. Of particular interest to Nigerians are the agency's initiatives aimed at improving the ease of doing business. How did all of these programs, initiatives, ideas, and workshops impact on the economy the past year? We felt the pulse of some Nigerians and got informed opinion on the SON's performance in 2017. Take a look.
The year 2017 was a busy year for management and staff of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON. It was characterized by activities and initiatives aimed at empowering consumers and providing local manufacturers with requisite knowledge needed for the growth of their businesses. Series of workshops were held across the country to educate Nigerians on the imperatives of standard and what they need to know as consumers to get value for their money. Initiatives such as the product authentication marks were introduced to help consumers make the right choice.
PAM, Product Authentication Mark, is a product that is being introduced into the market by Standard Organization of Nigeria in conjunction with members of MAN and members of NASIMA. That's the organized private sector. It's a mark, it's a deployment of advancement in technology to guarantee quality assurance of goods. It's a product that we've designed to enable consumers, end users, to be able to verify the product that they're buying. It is not new in Nigeria. They've been doing it, but we are taking it a step ahead, where you have to authenticate your own goods yourself with the help of technology.
We understand the importance of PAM, so we are going to work with SON to find a common ground that will be acceptable to us and then acceptable to SON. And at the end of the day, we are hoping that the costs will be reduced.
Verification and authentication process itself must be convenient and not an onerous or inconvenient entire apparatus. Once we have all that in place, I couldn't agree more with anything that seeks to ensure that consumers are getting exactly what they really pay for. And I suspect that even the companies themselves, responsible companies, would embrace an initiative that protects their brand.
Importers of goods in various sectors were also engaged on the dangers of fake and substandard products. The agency invested in critical basic infrastructure to enhance the agency's services, especially in information and communication technology, ICT. The SON more than ever invested heavily in human capital development to expose staff to basic modern trends in elaborating and enforcing standards.
We invested a lot of capital and human resources in training, in acquiring the state-of-the-art the LPG testing equipment. And we've been able to send our engineers even out to outside Nigeria to learn what it takes to live up to the challenges of handling LPGs in modern economy and a modern environment. And I think with time, these explosions will be a thing of the past.
The agency embarked on aggressive enforcement and made significant seizures and remains resolute to checking the distribution and importation of fake and substandard products in Nigeria.
This is money, investment of Nigerians. We are not doing this to attack the economic strength. The truth is that we want them to comply to standards, obey the law so that your goods will be competitive. If you don't obey the law, this is what will happen to your goods.
For the first time in decades, importers that are unscrupulous are being prosecuted at various courts in the country, even as the agency intensifies efforts to make such importers pay for their unpatriotic and illegal acts. Today, the SON has a robust public awareness platforms, both in the electronic and print media, and an unprecedented feat that has in no small measure helped in promoting standardization and product safety. The benefit of such initiative to the people is enormous, as more Nigerians are not only aware of the activities of the SON, but now have access to vital information through the use of mobile phones, regardless of the location in the country.
We will continue to provide excellent service to Nigerians, even in the face of daunting challenges. Members of staff of the Standards Organization of Nigeria assured Nigerians in 2018. They gave this assurance when they spoke to Standard and You crew as part of their resolutions in 2018.
People are going to benefit from all the imported products that have come into the country. It will not be like before, where people are not satisfied with all the imported products. They are going to be happy with all the goods that they are going to find in the market.
We pray that things will be better in 2018, because I know the current system, they want to upgrade the system, the electronic system as well. By the time all parties are key into the system, I think we will have seamless process, and there will be better chances for all people to do their business with ease of, with the executive order. I think there will be better chances for people.
Nigerians should expect more. Our work is to protect Nigerians, and we are doing it. People have seen it. All the number of seizures and destruction we have made, the people of Nigeria have seen it. Therefore, in this 2018 year, by the grace of God, we believe we are going to double our effort in making sure that substandard products are stopped from coming into Nigeria.
In 2018, they should expect powerful visitations, awareness creations, because we have seen that there is lack in that area. So in 2018, we are going to take more awareness strategies so that people will understand what it is to abide by standards.
They should feel free to visit SON. We have a dedicated desk to provide them with the necessary information on whatever they need on standardization of their product.
2018, we should expect a more improved department. We should expect possibility of going digital, whereby we have less queue time for when clients come around, and then all things being equal, ensure that at the end of the day, the motive of the ease of doing business is actually achieved.
We expect to get more companies and companies that comply to our standard requirement, the minimum requirement, because our standard is minimum requirements.
For the stakeholders, Nigerians are not substandard human beings. We are not substandard human beings. And no nation develops with input from another nation. I plead with the stakeholders to join hands with SON so that together we can get rid of substandard products in our country and lay a foundation for the growth of our economy.
If you see something unwholesome, come to SON. Go to any of our state offices and make your complaints, and it will be well addressed. When you have an issue, you call our toll-free line. One of them is very easy to memorize, 080-022-55766 and 070-5699-0099. We have customer care people that are there to receive your call 24 hours a day. So your problem will be adequately addressed too.
You're watching Standard and You, Nigeria's television program, where you get to know more about product safety and quality. The program is brought to you every Monday at this time by the Standards Organization of Nigeria, the SON. 2017 has come and gone, and as a responsive organization, we sampled opinions on our performance the past year and how the SON has impacted on the people. Please take a look.
The activities of the Standards Organization of Nigeria in 2017 has clearly impacted on the performance of the manufacturing sector in this outgoing year. They have, within the limit of their resources, been able to continue to sustain their efforts as reading the economy of substandard products, particularly substandard imported products. Because one of the biggest challenges that the Nigerian manufacturing sector faces is the influx of substandard products from different parts of the world, particularly from Asia. And the Standards Organization has done quite a lot in tackling this. They have also done a lot in trying to check and curb some unscrupulous Nigerians that have been faking some of the Nigerian-made products, particularly those that they notice are doing very well in the Nigerian market. Quite a lot has been done, and this has continued to have an impact on the perception of the standard of made in Nigerian products. I should also say that the SON needs to be further supported by the government, because it is their capacity that will determine how effective they will be and how far they can go in curbing the menace of substandard products in the Nigerian economy.
They are doing marvelously well in making a sure and double sure that we the marketers here, adhere to government the policy of standard. They are doing. Even the DG and the directors of the organization visited us sometimes some weeks ago. And we samples are confirmed standard goods, because they themselves have introduced some measures that will give confidence to buyers that what they buy is the standard. That's why they introduced product registration with its SON logo. If you are, let me use cable for example. If you are to buy cable in this market now, you will look at the cable must have SON Sun logo in the label, that confirm that is a registered product, that is has Sun cap, that Sun confirm the product. So that's why we introduce what we call the buyers beware. So when you got that a product that is not to that standard, you report, but there's some standard committee working inside the market to direct people on exactly what they want to buy. And by special grace of God, through the Directorate of Inspectorate and Compliance of some organization, they are sensitized to everybody, telling us exactly they are human beings, they are trying to make the market good for our own betterment. Because if we start dealing on a nice standard product as per government standard, the market will be booming. People will be buying with the joy. When you buy something, enjoy what you buy with their money. So the Standard Organization of Nigeria is doing their best to see that standard is the watchword of the market.
When you talk about how standard have helped our business in terms of compliance, I can say that it has really positioned our brand very, very well to the end users, because initially we were having so much challenges, battling a lot of substandard of our product into the market, and this really took us, it was a very long journey, and we thank God with the SON coming in to intervene and make sure that, you know, compliance is sustained in the market and the rest of them. It has really positioned our brand in such a way that now consumers can, you know, have a feedback of what they are purchasing. If they are buying this, for most of the products in the market now, SON has mandated that it must have SON logo. If it is a markup product that is being produced in Nigeria, it must have a markup certificate logo. If it's a product that is being imported from outside the country into the Nigeria, it must have an SON logo that will be given to you on that particular brand. So this gives hope, this gives confidence to the consumers. So when they see that brand, they will say, oh, this brand is being certified by SON, and they go for it. And you know what it means? Anybody trying to do anything counter the SON mark, you're not, it's not my mark, it's government mark, and you know what the law says about it. So they have really done a very great work. They have really done so much in trying to make sure that standard is being applied.
We got the certification from SON, and we have gone through a lot of tests, a lot of visits from the doctors and inspectors in SON. They are working in a very professional way. They took some samples. They make tests for all our juices in their labs. They took also external analysis certificates from other labs, and also in-house certificates, which is the tests which we run also for every batch in our juice. They have been coming and going. Whatever they give us like a recommendation, we do it directly. This one will enhance and will approve also our sales, because the consumer will have confidence in what he's taking.
Chinese nationals have been arraigned before Justice Sadiq Umar of the Federal Capital Territory High Court, Abuja, for faking Nigerian cables certified by the SON. Here are details of the proceedings.
The suspects were arraigned on 2-count charges of printing and pasting of ABB marks on their cables, Chico and Toyo, thereby committing offences punishable under Section 374 and 378 of the Penal Code Law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Legal counsel for the defendants pleaded for a fair trial, claiming that the defendants cannot communicate in English.
We are prepared, except that there was no interpreter to interpret the language of the court to the defendants.
Justice Sadiq Umar then advised both the prosecuting and defense counsels to liaise in seeking the services of an interpreter for the defendants. The case has been adjourned to the second week of January 2018. Leading prosecuting counsel Adeleke Olofindare said the move was part of the agency's determination to effect the provision of the SON Act 14 of 2015. The Act, according to him, provides for the prosecution of standards infractions, which includes counterfeiting, production, importation, and sale of substandard products.
Our interest is to serve the interest of justice, nothing more. We are aware that the defendants speak English before now, but they denied speaking English or understanding English, but that is not an issue. At appropriate time, that will be sorted out.
If you see something unwholesome, come to SON. Go to any of our state offices and make your complaints, and it will be well addressed. When you have an issue, you call our toll-free line. One of them is very easy to memorize, 080-022-55766 and 070-5699-0099. We have customer care people that are there to receive your call 24 hours a day. So your problem will be adequately addressed to you.
Thank you, Ifoma. Nice to have you on the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osifo. I'm pleased to tell you that our YouTube channel has over 2,000 views just within 2 months. Great, but we can do better. You can view any episode so far online at youtube.com/standardnu. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll be glad you did. Our first message here is from Akawo Chukwumezirim. It says, DG Sir, I humbly appreciate your efforts towards the eradication of fake products, but your organization needs to do more. I will humbly inform you appropriately. Thank you so much, Akawo. We will intensify our efforts to protect Nigerians from fake and substandard products, and we also await any information to help us achieve this mission. Kingsley from Edo says, you are really trying. Good job. Please, do you have an office in Edo State? Thank you, Kingsley. We have an office in Edo State at Block D1 second floor, Federal Secretariat, Benin City. Michael from Anambra says, I love your program. It's very interesting. Thank you so much, Michael. Ahmed Manga says, a friend of mine lost a sister and daughter due to the mishandling of a gas cylinder. I think a lot of people need to be oriented on how to handle the cylinder for proper usage. May the souls of the departed rest in peace. It's true that there's need for public orientation on the use, dangers, and maintenance of the gas cylinder. That is why we had a special report on gas cylinder last week on the program. James Offiang says, at least I have one more government agency to believe in. Thanks. It's our pleasure, James. And that's it on the feedback segment of the program. For any information, you can always call us or send us a message on the number 0705-972-4455. You can also follow us on any of our social media platforms, on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. You can also send a mail to the address thestandardandyou@gmail.com. Next week is another time out with us. You can't afford to miss it. Enjoy the rest of the day.